What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds a little space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's two very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number one, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Barnes. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start.
Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Demon Deacons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
This is a designed run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody in sight as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on hats. They made that easy.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the fourth down, throws that fist up in the air.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Ball is spotted at the 2. There, a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
Florida State, number 26, with the carry.
That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Pressure coming. The sure hands. It's DeLuca. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Going right to work up top. Using the quick game. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles from.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown Seminoles! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Barnes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Catch in the middle. It's Farmer. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Farmer. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at C.
He wants to take the top off. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Motion from the wide receiver. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying play action. Under fire. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Hold and fire complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quick release by the QB. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. And
oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Back's looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
He's got it on the run. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Defense feeling it here, trying to put a stop to this drive and maybe this game after that earlier sack. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Got it in the middle. It's Blue. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up. Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barnes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blue. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Demon Deacons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah,
there he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Got enough for the 1st. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Caught near the sticks. It's DeLuca. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Hard running there. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want that clock to run. Running into the open space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that.